Kari.
Hi, Ryu right here.
Otaku no Ken, at your service.
And I am Shin.
And today we are reviewing Sword Art Online Episode 3, the Red-Nosed Reindeer. So, I would like to bring up the first point that it's not really my first point on the list, but I'm making it the first point. This show has an extremely happy title, but it's very, very dark.
Yeah?
It's called irony.
Called irony.
I have grown to learn in the world of anime because I didn't necessarily grow up with it the way that Ryu and Otaku did. The happier the song, usually at the beginning, more the darkness it pertains to the show.
You think this one's dark?
Madoka Magica laughs at you.
So, we're going to start this off with something really funny. After that is the guild leader of the Moonlit Black Cats. His weapon is a freaking meat cleaver, mace, or whatever. It just looks like a meat hammer.
Meat tenderizer.
The club-looking thing.
Cleaver is a blade-like object.
Yeah, but it's not a cleaver.
It is a meat hammer.
Alright.
Let's get a tenderizer.
He tenderized that mantis pretty well.
It tenderizes something.
Let's just be clear. He is beating some
I wouldn't
kind
say
of
anything.
meat.
Those things are pretty heavy.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
So, the next one, I believe this was Ryu who brought it to the attention of. They went up 8 levels in a month. 1 month since the game was released. They went up 8 levels, and I don't know if you guys have ever done. I know Ryu has MMORPGs, but that would be freaking hard.
No, normal MMOs, it's easy. It's what he says in the beginning makes you wonder how they did it in that amount of time.
Which is?
When
Yeah,
he
most
says
MMOs,
the entire beta,
you don't-
all of them only went up 8 floors.
I was gonna say most MMOs also you don't have to fear death.
So yeah, going up that amount of time and that small amount when the beta testers who did die a lot only made that in the entire beta. Alright, that's pretty quick in my eyes.
Yeah.
Fast workers.
Hey, when you gotta do what you gotta do to survive, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, I'm pretty sure. Also, I think there were less beta. I think there might have been less beta testers. So
That's possible that some of the beta testers did.
yeah, they were poking
die.
around on things. These guys were
as
just
the,
go,
game
go, go.
progressed.
He's saying beta testers in the actual game. Like compared to the amounts of players to the real game amount to the compared to the beta testers.
And true, they did say that only 10,000 beta testers made it in.
Something like that.
No, it was 10,000. I just watched the episode today.
Oh, it was 10,000?
It was 10,000 exactly.
Well, still a decent amount, but
But you have to think about the amount of players that
yeah,
is
compared
actually
to
in
it
the game.
now, that's what. Alright.
So, has anybody else noticed that there's dates always flashing, but if you're not paying attention to them, you're not going to notice the time skips that actually happen. We had to rewind.
Rewind.
Can't talk. Word vomit.
Rewinding.
To catch it a couple of times because we were like, wait, what? The first, how we noticed was the month period of them literally jumping 8 levels. And it was like, wait, so it's skipping around on time. Okay, so we have to pay attention to the dates that flash momentarily in the brief part of the episode.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Or else you're gonna be sitting there, man, that's a lot
Good
of
job,
levels
editor.
within a day.
Yeah.
Where are you guys leveling at? Jeez.
At 2. What are you at? 8? Wow.
So, Klein, he comes to Kirito, and he basically got offended because he had asked Kirito, basically, hey, you want to join my guild? No. So he goes and joins another one.
I don't get how. How you're saying
Yeah, all I'm
that is
saying
an
about that
insult.
is,
He never
whoop,
invited
I'm
him
back.
to the guild.
Oh, he just asked if he was in one.
Oh, true. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's like,
he
wait, you
asked if
joined a guild because he was
Yeah,
a solo
he sounds so insulted by it.
Yeah.
He never got asked to join.
No.
If anything, Kirito asked him to join with him,
Yeah.
and he's the one who denied him
player. Yeah,
first.
because of all the players that he was with.
Yeah.
If anything, he would be insulted that he didn't come with them.
Yeah.
Possibly, but it's Kirito, so he probably doesn't care.
Yeah, you're right. He doesn't seem to care for the longest
He
time.
does.
See, I missed some of these points because I was distracted by one thing.
What's that?
They're trying to retrain that one girl to be a frontline fighter.
What are you distracted
What
by?
was she beforehand? I kind of missed that point during the actual episode because I was distracted by this train of thought. They're trying to make that one girl a frontline fighter.
Sanchi.
What was she beforehand?
Yeah, why did she need to be a frontline fighter?
Oh, she did.
No, I mean, what was she beforehand? It's sword art. What else was she?
I think she was a back.
She was a spearman.
Yeah, she was a spearman.
Yes, but she had a shield.
No, they wanted her to use a shield.
They wanted her to learn how to use a sword and everything.
A sword and shield. Over this, even though she preferred to stay away with the spear.
So they're trying to get her out of her comfort zone.
So they wanted her to stop being the smart one.
Yep,
Yes.
basically. They thought that if she increased her sword skill and actually became a swordsman, then they would be a better guild.
If you're not going guns blazing, so to speak, then, you know, you're not playing the game right.
But I guess that also
I'll tell you, if you're not going in guns blazing, you're playing the game entirely right. You die for real.
Right?
Right.
I guess that also pertains to the fact that the Moonlit Black Cats actually knew each other outside of the SAO world, and they were actually good friends. And that's how they ended up forming their guild. So they were probably, in a sense, picking on her, but also trying to help her because she's the shy little girl. So they're like, "Hey, come on, let's get you out of your comfort zone here. If you want to survive, we gotta push you a little bit."
I'm about to die in this
Seems like
game.
there are smarter ways to do that.
You could die in this game, but we're gonna put you into an air environment that could get you killed. You should be fine.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, this plan seems like it would make way more sense in a normal MMO.
Right?
The next one that we have on here is the tracker skill that Kirito actually has, where he can find Sanchi by her footprints.
It's a video game.
I'm gonna turn this random skill on that's gonna help me find the person I'm looking for. Could be anyone else's footprints.
Deus Ex skill list.
What is this, RuneScape?
This is RuneScape, they'd have ranged combat.
Right?
And magic.
But hey, even in the beginning episode, Clyde says it's pretty ballsy for an MMORPG not to put magic into it.
Yeah.
That was the beginning of the series,
Yeah.
not the episode.
Or in real life,
Beginning of the
that would be
series,
stupid.
yes.
In real life, that would really be a pretty stupid decision. MMOs
Right.
kind of thrive on large player bases and you want variety.
Yeah, true. Did you guys notice that Sanchi's hair changes colors? It goes from like blue to dark blue to black, back to blue, in different lighting.
Electric-
It's like different colors and different shades.
That's what I think. I think it's just lighting. But
That kind of happens a lot with like the shy female anime character thing. I think Hinata does that in Naruto too.
does it tend to stay in the back so there's more dark?
It is rather hilarious, though.
Yeah, it is. It's like her different moods, like different hair colors.
Your hair is like a mood ring.
Right, it's a video game. Maybe she's just dying.
Yeah,
So,
precisely.
before I get to my next one, I'm actually going to skip down. Well, no, not necessarily. I think I'm gonna go with my next one. The first girl ever to get into Kirito's bed dies.
The first woman he sleeps with.
I call that bad luck.
There's a name for that, I just can't remember it.
You need to stop your dating life.
What dating life? Just all the girls seem to get crushes on him.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Oblivious I am. Then there's the zombie Santa, or Saint Nicholas.
And his eyes.
His eye.
And I think we just killed. This one lazy eye that completely kills any potential tension that might have been there to begin
Right.
with.
It's just like,
So distracting.
oh, this is just great for my childhood, isn't it?
Oh, nice! What if my kid was in the room watching this for me? Because, you know, some people do consider this a kid's show.
I don't even think this is considered a kid show.
No, it's not.
No, the
It's
thing that I'm
PG-13,
thinking
but,
of,
you know, cartoons, so...
I'm thinking of, you know, normal games when you play in a, like, this is kind of like a VR scenario.
Mm-hmm.
You can see what you're doing through the normal computer. Your little kid walks in and just, oh, it would be nice to see. What the heck is that?
Mommy, what's that?
That my daughter is a zombie Saint Nick.
What? Why does Santa look like a zombie?
Then you got that one guy, just like Otaku, just, why does he have a lazy eye?
Ryu, do you have any points here, Otaku, that you want to bring into it play?
Yeah, you actually got to skip over the other point I had to bring. Yep. So, we're a guild. In a game where if you die for real.
Mm-hmm.
We just got enough money to burn a house. I know. Let's go to a brand new dungeon, way higher level than anything we've been in, and raid for money.
Right?
Yeah, like, why?
Because we want to impress our boss?
And opening a room and just being like, oh, a chest, and everybody gung-hoing for it.
Yeah, you don't do that.
In
I
a
wouldn't do
dev
that. In a
game.
I wouldn't do that in MMOs where I don't die permanently.
Right?
Yeah.
You know
I
that...
don't
Like-
even do that
Like,
non-MMOs.
that might be a mimic.
Right?
You
You
know...
ever seen something's up and there's just
That
one
might be a
chest in
mimic.
I learned my lesson in Fortnite.
You know, him bringing that up actually just made me think of something. How the heck did Kirito survive that room?
With all those people, well, he was a giant
being 20 levels
he
higher.
was holding back a lot of the time, so that way he didn't show them he was higher level.
What's...
Once they all died, he probably revealed his true strength in there and started one-shotting every single one of them.
I hope so, because that was like...
As in, probably, like running around screaming, crying like a berserker.
Yeah.
It's probably why they didn't show us. It's probably why they didn't show us him sobbing and covered in snot would have ruined the tension. Would have completely ruined any dramatic tension of that scene.
That would
Much
be
like the
funny.
Boston commercial I got, the exact second Sachi died.
Yeah, you didn't really see too much after that. It was like, okay, before it gets too bad here, let's just cut to the next scene.
I mean, first time I ever went through this series, I was like, wait a second, huh? Because I didn't understand fully how he got out of that room alive by himself. Do you have any other points,
Plot
Otaku?
armor.
Plot armor. Any other points, Otaku?
I do not at the moment.
Okay.
All I can really think,
Go ahead.
all I can really think of is that, oh crap, commercial in the middle of the dramatic scene. Wow.
Alright, because you...
Nothing enhances this sad scene. Nothing enhances this sad scene quite like a commercial advertising of Forza.
Gotta love Crunchyroll.
If you had a subscription, you wouldn't have that problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
That
why
costs
we
money.
advise our viewers to have subscriptions.
Yes.
So the one of our last little bits that we have here is the revival item. He works all this big thing for this revival item, and it never gets brought back, and it has to be used in 10 seconds before the player disappears.
Yeah, why 10 seconds?
Well, yeah. Well, because if they've been dead for 2 months, they've actually been dead for 2 months.
Yeah, where are you gonna go find them?
This is true.
The only thing I was
What is the
thinking,
item supposed to pull them back from the afterlife?
you would think like the
Yes.
writers themselves would be like, this is a cool item they can use for a nice plot later. Nope, we never see that item again.
Nope.
This is one of those moments where you can tell the original book was written in a rush to meet a contest deadline.
It's a one-time use. And it just disappears.
Why is it like going back to
It's like the
Ryu's?
Dragon Balls.
Well then, I guess we just went to DBZ there. Ryu's previous statement of Kirito holding back. It goes to well with this point that I have here of guild system, but they're not showing the levels of the players.
The only guild system I've ever seen to do that.
Well, because you have to understand, this entire game system was made to make a story plot happen, not to actually be a good video game.
Yeah,
Like
that's a
Quidditch.
good point.
Yeah, yeah.
Still makes me laugh because you think they'd be like, alright, whoa, your level is this? Like the guild leader should be able to see all the levels. No, he's just like, who cares what his level is?
Right.
You look like a cool member.
Do you have any points, Otaku, before I get to my final one?
Guess no.
I got nothing besides, yay, climb back.
Yay, Kleinbeck. His favorite character.
Yeah, he's a
Hey,
fan.
his response to, hey, straight to help his buddy. And then, where the bunch of guys go, he's like, just go. We got this shit.
Yeah.
Badass.
Which I give him credit. His little group took or like held off an entire guild.
Yeah, I give him some serious credit
Yeah,
there.
that sounds really awesome. I'm half waiting for the flashback where we find out those guys were all just level 5, though.
The last point that I have is I feel sorry for Kirito in this moment of when he gets the little, what would you say, diamond almost thing?
Oh, it's like a message block.
Yeah, memory message block from Sachi of her being gone for a while. She basically explains how she didn't think she was going to survive, stuff like that. And at the very end of it, she's like, I still have a little time left, so I'm going to sing you a song. And when she doesn't sing, she just... She hums Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
And that's the part that cracks me up.
Yeah.
'Cause it's not
Imagine
like
how
there's something
inappropriate this would be
stopping
if she
them from
decided to
singing
just
that
break out a
song.
J-pop song.
And again, the whole episode is the Red-Nosed Reindeer, but it's just the song.
Yeah, just one song.
It doesn't even make sense for the whole episode.
And a
It's
Santa
just
boss.
The song.
I mean, the Santa
you
boss,
wouldn't
I
have
would
known
make
about.
more sense, in my opinion, to name it after Santa.
Yeah.
Because at least he had more of a role to play. Literally one song. Okay, this one song, we have to name this whole episode after it.
And it has nothing to do with the episode.
Also, all I can think is, wait,
I think
imagine how
only because of
inappropriate it would have been if she decided to go with a J-pop song or something.
Maybe they're using the red-nosed reindeer as a metaphor for filling out casted, aka Sanchi not feeling like she belongs with her original guild. Rudolph with his...
Well, she felt belonged.
No, she said she didn't feel like it.
No,
because
she was scared.
she was terrified.
And Rudolph, in the end,
Yeah.
became a valuable member of the...
I'm just saying that the whole point, she was scared. It wasn't that she didn't feel belonged. She was scared about
I
dying.
had the feeling it's one of those things where, it's one of those things where like the translators tried to add a bit more depth than was there in the first
That is
place.
greatly possible. Well, does anybody else have any points that they wish to bring up?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Do not
Do
not watch this episode with commercials.
No, unless you're watching it somehow on actual television, where it's not going to cut you off in big moments like that.
Yeah.
No, it'll just leave you with dramatic cliffhangers.
Yeah, I'd rather have a dramatic cliffhanger than cut in the middle of, like, in-depth watching a scene, and then it cut off by a commercial.
Ridiculous.
Also, you would know from the nitpicking, this is probably my favorite episode of the entire show.
Really?
It's the only one. Yeah, it's the only one that actually has any dramatic weight to me.
Oh, my
It's 'cause-
favorite episode. All this death.
It's because there's so much Klein in this episode, isn't there?
No,
No.
it's just that this is the only episode where I really, really cared about basically everyone except Kirito.
True. My favorite episode has yet to come.
Yep.
So I just want you to know this. It's all downhill from here for me, folks.
We're gonna get a lot of criticism at this point
Not
from
like
Otaku.
not like our entire podcast isn't criticism anyway.
Yeah, but it's gonna be like he got like a full page and a half of criticism.
Like, how much do we actually talk good about this anime so far?
I don't know, but this is what I just want to say. This is one of my favorite animes. Just keep that in mind, people.
Like, we've been talking about this
One day
anime.
we're gonna run into an anime. One day
Go
we're gonna have
ahead.
nice things to say about the show, and nobody's gonna believe us.
The one time we're
They're
gonna
gonna be
talk good
checking
about
for
an anime, they're gonna be like, they really hate this anime, don't they?
They have not nitpicked one thing.
They're gonna be like, "What's wrong with the show?
God,
Should we be scared?"
we shouldn't watch this anime. They didn't nitpick it.
Well,
They were just gonna be sitting there like, guys, that like obscure anime hey, we wanted everyone to watch is getting no attention. What happened?
Well, I guess that concludes our episode today. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to our channel and comment down below if you have any points that you thought we missed.
Alright. Later.
Bye.
Bye.
Adios.